let's dive in to the games here. Last night, we were both on the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, we were.
Minus 7.5. We get the win, which is not good, by the way, for the NFL. If both of us were on the Ravens and for us to win, then the game had to be obviously more than a one-score difference at the end. It was. And Miami didn't look terrible at the beginning. Now, could have taken a field goal, could have made a field goal. That thing could have been 14-12 at halftime. Okay, instead it's 14-6. Then the second half goes how it goes. And inevitably, the Baltimore Ravens is who everybody thought they could potentially be. They get a huge win on Thursday Night Football. We kind of forecasted that, did we not, Eddie Simpson?
Yeah, we did. We thought 7.5 was a lot, but we knew the Ravens were going to cover.
Yeah, and we like the Ravens going forward because you know who else likes the Ravens going forward? The sports books. Now, let's not think about the sports books. Let's take a look-see here at who the public is on. You know, there's been quite a story to be told throughout this NFL season on who the public betting or the public money exactly is upon. 87% on the Lions hosting the Vikings. 88% on the Chargers traveling to the Tennessee Titans team that just got blown out by the Colts last week. 82% on the Broncos, the Texans. That's only plus 1.5, though. So they're just thinking that they win the game, even though the Houston Texans last week looked unbelievable. Almost 80% on the Chargers at 78%. Same with the Seahawks when they're traveling to Washington. That's a long way to go to be 3-point favorites. Patriots, 77%. 75% on the Colts against the Steelers, 3.5-point spread there. Okay, a lot of people thinking the Colts offense is going to do what it's going to do, but maybe this is the game that kind of ignites that Pittsburgh Steelers team, like the 2005 Pittsburgh Steelers, who took a couple losses, then turned that into motivation and then ran the table, and they're going to be celebrating that in Acrisure this weekend. That feels like a big deal. Jacksonville Jaguars getting 74%. Good for Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
Only 2.5.
Yeah, only 2.5-point favorites, which is why maybe 74% are on that. But even traveling to the Raiders, the Jaguars as a whole, having that many people believe in them at that, congrats to him. Cowboys, 68%. There might be $100 billion underneath the ground. Yep. So there's a chance that if they win or lose, it does not matter. Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers, almost at 70% on the Pack, minus 12.5. That's a huge spread. Bills favored by 2.5 at home. 66% of the folks are saying, listen, I've seen what this regular season matchup looks like in the past, and the Bills win that. And then the Bengals at 60% over the Bears, and the Niners at 64% over the Giants. All right, so that's where the public lies. We will certainly need to be reminded as we go through here and pick each one of these games individually. Let's start with the Broncos at the Texans. Broncos getting a lot of the money. Texans favored by 1.5 down there in Houston. Edward Simpson, A.J. Hawk. Who do you like? How do you like it?
So do we not want to be on the public side?
Actually, at the beginning of the year, you did not, but
beginning of the year, like the first 6 weeks. Right?
Yes, was the first 7 weeks. The last 2 weeks, the public has been a lot better. This last weekend, including last night, it's a 6-6 run on teams getting 60% or more against.
So you're not winning. So the first 7 weeks, it was
you're not getting demolished.
And then it's become a little maybe the public's
but
right.
Monday night and then last night, they were both 70%. So.
Is it starting to become too obvious with the string of games that we've had for the first time since 1970?
Let's see if we have any blowouts, like a whole slate of poopy games again.
Now, the favorites did a big-time W fest last weekend. A lot of the favorites just blew out the teams that weren't supposed to be good. Houston Texans favored over the Broncos at home. C.J. Stroud had a good week last week. Denver Broncos are who everybody thinks they are, I think. Yeah. The Denver Broncos coming into the season at Super Bowl hopes. Go ahead, Con.
Yeah, massive losses, no certain this week. He's now out for 4 to 6 weeks with that strained pec.
That's a big deal.
Definitely changed a lot. The under here is definitely nice.
I was leaning somewhat heavy Broncos. You know what? With how C.J. Stroud and they are playing with the Surtain out, give me the Texans.
Okay, I'll take the Texans as well. Falcons, Patriots. Patriots favored by 5.5 at home. Any super duper lighter uppers happening up there in New England?
I'm not sure about the super duper lighter uppers. I know Lawrence Guy. He
did it last week.
Yeah, QB Prether King did it last week.
He is a dog, Larry guy. Former teammate of mine, absolute dog.
Me too.
Legend. Yeah,
he's Green Bay.
Legend.
Green Bay as well. This is a great matchup for New England. They haven't allowed a 50-yard rusher yet, and even with Penix back and Drake London is still kind of questionable. Christian Gonzalez is the best player on New England. He'll take out Drake London. So I actually do really like the Patriots here, which again might be a really, really bad sign. No Ramondre Stevenson, so Trevion Henderson, second-round pick out of Ohio State, now kind of becomes a premier guy. Very excited to watch it.
Yeah, he's a great player, Hulkster. This Trevion Henderson, he's an absolute dog whenever we last saw him play. Now he's potentially going to get the load, if you will, of the runs for this Patriots team. Falcons lose to the Dolphins pretty bad.
Real bad.
But they're like this, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
I literally said on Game Day, was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was Michigan. I was like, Michigan is like this. So this is literally what Michigan is like. Last week, they were like this. So this week, that means they're going to be like this. Only reason why I picked them. Literally the only reason why I picked them. Falcons kind of like that as well. Wouldn't this be like the bad week to face the Falcons with how their season has gone, Hulkster?
Well, I think that's why if you're a Patriots fan, you're very excited to watch this game because, yeah, conventional wisdom would say, hey, this is the week the Falcons are going to perform, dude. They've kind of been horse shit every other week. Kirk Cousins ain't playing. Listen, I love Kirk. Might be time to stick a fork in that guy.
What?
He might be done.
Fork in Kirk?
Yeah, I think so, especially when you're paying him $28 million. Man, what a bad idea that was. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you got the young guy, Penix. He looks pretty good. But if you're a Patriots fan, this is the week where you can kind of emphatically say, hey, we're a really good team. We're supposed to get, Atlanta's best shot. And if we go out there and just go belt to ass, beat the piss out of them, then yeah, we are the Kings.
Kirk Cousins is going to get a pair of those. Kirk Cousins is going to
without a doubt. I don't do too much of that stuff, getting the predictive markets of when certain people are going to be up there. But yeah, just in kind of passing conversation, St. Peter has said, I'll tell you what, I really like the cut of that Kirk Cousins jib. I don't know if he's going to get the 23-inch, wigs. He might be more of a 16 to 18-inch guy, but I guess we'll see.
What are normal python sizes compared to yours, let alone the wings? I know you got bigger wings, but what are normal pythons?
I usually don't even keep track because the Hulksters are so fucking big. Usually I'd say, 11 to 12 inches.
Like AJ Hawk here. You're a 23-inch pythons. What do you think?
Go ahead and give a flex for me, son.
I can't reach my arm.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, I mean, what is that? 12. Hulkster's basically doubling up AJ Hawk.
No way.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I'm here. I don't think
I don't know. Actually, can you hit me with one of these?
No, I'm all right.
Then go fuck yourself, dude. You suck. I'm about done with you.
I thought you were in heaven. You're not supposed to
can't
say
say
that.
that.
How many times have I said, boo, I can do whatever the fuck I want, baby. I am a real American. Fight for the right.
How does everyone else react to him up there?
Man,
I would imagine they don't love this.
he's got those.
There's no way they can love this
He
up
said
there.
that's
Everyone
the platinum
else.
card. He said those are the platinum cards.
You ever heard of a black Amex, dude? Amex? Yeah,
I have
that's
Amex.
basically what these are. They ain't getting declined anywhere.
With
Good
that
for
being
you.
said, I'll take the Patriots.
Okay, good pick.
I'll flex those muscles with the Patriots as well, Hulkster.
I love it. You guys are on one today, dude. What's spread?
Five.
Bill?
5.5.
It's big.
That's a big spray.
We do have some stats on size of biceps. We looked them up, and this is what AI had to say. There's 3 different degrees of biceps. There's untrained male. That's 13 to 14 inches, what I think you were trying to say, Hulkster, to AJ. And there's an active man, maybe a runner, a mover, but not necessarily a lifter. 14 to 16-inch pythons. And then bodybuilders, obviously, they got 16, 20 inches, but we know that's not true because the top end of that thing is 20 is the roof. Hulkster's more than just a bodybuilder. He's got 23-inch pythons. But what AI is saying is what you got strapped to your shoulders right now, not normal, Hulkster.
Yeah, exactly. They actually forgot. And it's not, there is bodybuilders, and then there's one more category, and it's the Hulkster. And guess who sits in that category? The Hulkster and nobody else. Okay? Maybe Big Black. I know he had, which, again, lovely guy.
Robin Big.
You hang out with him?
Well, I don't know. What do you think? I just said he's a lovely guy. So do you think
You didn't say he's over for the
You
cookout?
think maybe I spent it? Do you know how much time I got to kill up here? How much
All of it.
How much you can do?
Okay, I'm happy to hear that. By the way, we're all happy to hear that.
Hardy looked like he had some 23s on him. Wouldn't that count?
Hardy, did you wake up on the wrong side of a truck bed this morning? Can you come? Can you let the Hulkster maybe come see what he thinks the size of the biceps the pythons are in right now?
What category is that?
I'll tell you what, D-Bone is living his best life.
He looks great.
He's living his best life. Hardy said that was sick. Okay.
Did he really?
Yeah, I just want to let you know that, D-Bone. I think there's a nod of approval from Hardy there. Hulkster, if you had to look and eyeball these pythons, what would you be saying there? That's what I'm talking about.
23.
Jabba's
I like that.
Hey, can you back up just a little bit? Back up just a little. No, like that way. Yeah, because Jabba's kind of. Yeah. What do you think there, Hulkster?
I'll tell you what, I like the cut of this young man's jib. It's just the only thing I'm really noticing is the 53-inch waist. That's the only thing that my eyes are going to. So, 42? That's not bad, but we need to trim that down a little bit. Aren't you only like 25, dude? Come on, get healthy, brother.
He's a D3 national champion.
I know, but you know what he also did? He said, well, I need a solo cut for my costume. You ain't get one over on the Hulkster. I've seen how many fucking Dr. Peppers you've been drinking today, dude. He's been just emptying
That's
those
Halloween,
things in there.
Hulkster. We're supposed to celebrate. That's what we're here for. You know, we're having candy. What's your favorite candy, Hulkster?
Call me crazy. I'm a good and plenty guy.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You like those too?
Yeah, I do.
I knew I liked you. No, but it's one of those things where I get it is Halloween. We should celebrate. Do we need to be drinking 16 12-ounce Dr. Peppers before 3 o'clock in the afternoon? I don't think so. He's not going to be honest with us. I know how much candy that guy's eating tonight.
Okay, he needs to enjoy it, obviously, especially with the text from Hardy.
Well, yeah. He's having a hell of a day. You look good, brother.
How do you think about his U-ball performances lately? Have you seen him?
I did saw him yesterday. He needs to get rid of I know he became a pioneer. He thought that was a big deal. I haven't seen him make one of them fuckers in like 2 weeks. He needs to start shooting the U-ball. Shoot the U-ball, son. Okay?
Happy Halloween, Hardy.
Happy Halloween, dude.
Happy Hardy.
Man, we had no idea how this was going to go.
I had a pretty good idea.
I'm happy to hear that. We're both on the Patriots.
Yeah.
That makes everybody happy out here, I think. No matter what the waist or the pythons are. Carolina Panthers, Green Bay Packers. Packers favored by 12.5. Any other lines out there, Tone?
There actually is.
Sorry, Coach.
You could get anywhere from 13.5 if you want the Panthers down to that 12.5 if you're on the Pack.
Okay, so you can add an extra. Panthers quarterback Bryce Young has no injury designation for Sunday, meaning he's good to go versus the Packers, says Adam Schefter. Bryce Young back, getting a lot of points if you want him in Lambeau.
Man, 12.5 points. What do they know that we don't know? I know the Packers are good. I know Jordan Love is good, but I think the Panthers are pretty good too with Bryce in there.
I'll pick the Panthers plus 13.5. Is that what I can get? I'll take Panthers plus 13.5.
Give me the Packers, actually.
What's that all about?
12.5, right? Yeah, give me the Packers. Micah's heating up. What do you have? How many sacks last game?
Just one.
You're saying no backdoor
1,000
cover
pressures.
because Micah at the end of the game. Is that what you're saying? Micah is kind of a backdoor cover machine.
For real. That's when they feast. That's when you get those sacks. That's a great point.
Actually, that is something to think about here because in my mind, it's like Bryce Young, good player. Bryce Young, good player. Carolina Panthers, good team, we think. Like, not ass. Like that.
4-4.
Yeah, we think they're a good team.
Yeah.
Like, going into the season, I don't think anybody had any expectations because they're Carolina Panthers and everything like that, but they are a good team. I think they're only going to continue to be a good team in that NFC South. 13 points feels like a lot of points. That just feels like a lot of points for that team.
This strikes me as a recency bias type deal because the Panthers did not look good last week. And granted, it was Andy Dalton. He basically came out afterward and said, like, hey, I didn't tell anybody, but I had a fucking broken thumb the entire time. So not easy to play quarterback. We got broken thumb, dude. But then you also look at the Packers. Big time emotional win. You know, Jordan Love looked unbelievable. He was the FedEx Air Player of the Week. So maybe that's, getting into this a little bit.
How'd you know you pay attention to all the
I read the tabloids quite a bit. Just check in, see what's going on. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I have a little say in who's going to win, these.
That's FedEx
Air Player of the Week. I also am big. I kind of spearheaded who's the Pepsi Rookie of the Week. That was also one of the Hulkster's kind of big moves.
Who was that this week?
Shit. I don't know. Probably, I'm trying to think. Rookie off the top of my head. I don't know. Tyler Ward probably. That son of a bitch wins it every week. So maybe him. This strikes me as a game that the Packers win by 10, though. I'm right there with you. I don't. Man, that's a tough number.
13's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, good for me with the Panthers. Hopefully I look like a smart guy with that pick as opposed to just not going with the obvious. The Packers are very good, and maybe we're not showing them enough respect in the conversation of what can happen in the NFC, but the sports books like what they're at. Okay, let's go with the Chargers traveling to Tennessee. Chargers, 9.5-point favorites against Tennessee Titans team that just got decimated by the Indianapolis Colts. I'll say this from watching this team, Cam Ward's electrifying. He is electrifying. Now, I don't know how much of it is like, hey, this is sustainable in NFL because he's making like these nasty weave over top of a linebacker in front of a safety, guy running 20 miles an hour across the field, perfect throws under duress. I mean, he's doing shit that's like outrageous with that, and their team stinks. So if the team was to get very good, you would assume that Cam Ward becomes guy like everybody else. But then, they're going to get caught into a who's coach, when's coach, who's coach, when's coach, if they don't figure that out. So I'm very worried about potentially Cam Ward's entire career, especially with the glimpse that we saw in person at the Loud House this past weekend. On that note, Colts steamrolled them. Yeah. And the Colts are a very, very, very good football team. So I think outside of Indianapolis, outside the Colts fan base, everybody says, well, this Titans team must be ass if the Colts did that to them. It's like this Colts team, best team in football right now. And the Titans have ruled out Calvin Ridley again. Jeffrey Simmons again. They weren't playing last week. Arden Key and Xavier Woods for Sunday's game against the Chargers. Go ahead, Con, man.
I would just look at all four of those guys to be traded by Monday. Like that is the one thing going into this weekend that's interesting is all these poopy teams, the guys who aren't playing, they just seem to be types of guys that might get moved.
Okay, so that's potentially a decision like, let's not get hurt. Let's not get these guys hurt. We know where we're at. We know it's possible. And good business could potentially be get rid of some of our good parts so that we can build this thing in the future around Cam Ward. Not that those guys wouldn't be helping him, but also getting rid of your best players is telling the entire fan base, like, yeah, it's going to be a while.
Still got 2 months of the regular season left, too. Man, that's what's crazy.
Yeah, already fired their coach, and Jeffrey Simmons has been, hurt for a little, so it might also just be a lingering injury.
And Ridley as well.
Yeah.
So he was out last week at least. So, the Colts people around the Colts, people in the building, were expecting the Colts to beat the hell out of the Titans. They were like, we should beat the hell out of this team. They're hurt, too. Like, it's not good.
Yeah.
And then they go out and do that. It's like, hell yeah. On the other side, if you're a Titans fan, that's not good to hear from the Indianapolis Colts saying that.
No, it's not. I was actually going to lean Titans for a little bit on this game. And then obviously seeing Jeffrey Simmons, all these guys still out now. Give me the Chargers.
Cam's special watching him, though.
I remember in camp what he was doing. Like when he, from the day he stepped on into that franchise, like into the building there, it was unbelievable, everything about him.
But the offense he's got a new offense coming, another one coming already into his NFL career. Don't we all think, though, that like NFL to win, the offense has to be like on time, scripted, everything has to be like that? Cam's obviously going to continue to develop and kind of get in that because you think about back to Miami. There was some magic happening all over the place. Him and Restrepo were connected at the hip, seemingly, as they were dominating everybody. A lot of football gods blessing them as well. I'm sure you see the football gods up there running around.
All the time. We meet every Wednesday night, dude.
Wednesdays because there's no games on, and then is that why the football gods are kind of freed up? Or
yeah, typically they'll come over. Obviously, they love Real American beer as well, so they'll have a couple pints with me, and we kind of just chat about the league as a whole. Hey, look for this team this weekend, Hulkster. Football guy's going to bless them.
Oh, so it's kind of like inside information you're getting on what the games are going to happen almost, Hulkster? I didn't know that was happening up there. Did you know that, Ed?
I had no clue.
It's crazy, especially with what's going on down here.
Who's your favorite player? You got a couple favorite players? Like 2 or 3?
Like currently, or are we talking like
right now? Right now. Who are your favorite current players in the league right now?
Right now. I mean, I'd like the cut of that Dan Jones' jib. I really do. I like that guy a lot, man. Who else do I
Probably like Cooper DeJean. I could see you liking him.
I love him, obviously. Reed Blankenship, love him.
Yeah.
Riley Moss, love him. I mean, I could just go on and on and on.
Patrick Ricard, don't you?
Yeah, I love that he's healthy. I maybe knew that a couple weeks ago. What week he was coming back, dude? Maybe.
You like Lamar a lot?
I actually, you know what? I have come around on Lamar. I was this guy's a running back playing quarterback.
A lot of people were saying that.
That guy's quarterback.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
There's
a couple throws last night. I mean, you're talking seeds on the run, just doing insane stuff. Him being able to do that after pulling the ping pong tables and everything, He's a special guy. All right, let's go to the next game. Let's go Chargers-Titans. Who do you officially take?
I am taking the Chargers.
Me as well. Let's go to San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. Niners favored by 2.5 heading into MetLife Stadium. Who do you like? How do you like it, AJ?
What am I missing here? It's only 2.5.
Well, they just
Should it
lost
be
to
more?
Texans.
I mean, I guess
Texans had like 98%
I guess San
time of
Fran's off.
possession against San Fran last week.
Very
no
banged up.
Fred, no Bosa on the defensive side. Go ahead.
1 o'clock game for a West Coast team on the East Coast.
Yeah, you just add that into all the
give
other.
me the Giants.
Yeah, I'll take the Giants as well. I think we're seeing it the same. That might be recency bias from what we just saw from the Niners, but it was not good.
I'm seeing Jackson Dart through the
Let's
window
go.
here. That's the
I was
problem.
watching on the Pat McAfee, and I saw the boys actually liked us to win. That's pretty lit, dog.
He's not going to like this.
And we're wearing the best jerseys in football as well. I got to pot it up for you right there. Boom.
Oh, those
Got
are
the
pretty.
color rushes.
Those are much
What?
nicer than the, we saw on Sunday night.
Yeah,
The all yellow the Chargers were.
They tried to take your gimmick almost.
Yeah, and there's a reason everybody hates that because they look at yellow and they associate that with Hulkamania, brother, now and forevermore.
Amen.
American, fight for the rights of every man. I'm a real American. Fight for your right. Fight for your life, dude.
Wednesday nights with the football gods have to be so much fun.
They're the best.
Dude, I couldn't even
You got a
imagine.
band up there? You playing bass up there still?
Did you even listen to anything I said earlier?
really, no, what'd you
The
say?
Hulkster doesn't need to play the bass when you got fucking Ozzy Osbourne and Meatloaf and guys like that coming up and saying, "Hey, Hulkster, you about to sit down? I would do anything for love right now." Guess what? Yes, you will, Meatloaf. Take the fucking stage, dude.
Who are your favorite players that are up there now with you from the NFL?
For the NFL.
No,
I was gonna say, don't make me. I was
Yeah, you don't have to
not
pick one.
prepared for this question, and I don't want to get any guys pissed off.
Yes.
because guess what? We're not talking about these guys when they pass. We're talking about mean, lean, fighting machines from when they're in their mid-20s.
oh, so that's the answer. So that's what you show up as, your best version? Is that
If you want to, if you want
you
to,
have options.
yeah, if you wanted to be like Marlon Brando, for example.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was the Godfather. He was Don Corleone. He gained like 150 pounds when he was in Apocalypse Now. Basically, just turned into like a fat slob. When he got up to heaven, he said, "Nah, fuck it. I want to be the fat slob version of me." And everyone was like, "Marlon, you're the man, dude." So it's kind of dealer's choice. It's up to you.
You're breaking a lot of news on what's.
I try. Not everyone's fortunate enough to get up there, brother.
That's the Fu Manchu, very strong. It makes sense now, especially with how big the biceps are, that you picked the best version. This is the greatest Hulkster that you had the entire run, you think?
I think you could argue that again when I was, running hot with Nash and Hall in, like 95.
Yeah, but you couldn't be NWO.
Exactly. You can't be a heel up there because nobody's going to walk over to your house, dude. Nobody's going to want to come to Hogan's Hangout.
A lot of baby faces up there.
A lot of baby faces up there. Exactly. So, it's like, could I do, and every once in a while I will. I'll grow the black beard back and just to see what people will do, I'll stroll
They
right.
got paint up there?
Yeah, well, not really paint. I'll just wake up and be like, "Hey, St. Peter, I want to look like Hollywood Hulk Hogan today." And boom, it just happens immediately. And sometimes I'll just walk right down the main strip and just kind of remember people. Yeah, Hulk still got that fastball too.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Vikings at Lions. Lions favored by 9.5 at home against the Vikings. Interesting conversations around the Vikings were had earlier today by us.
Oh, yeah.
But with the trade deadline looming and no answers really for some teams, especially teams that were like in contention to be the number one seed in the NFC just last year and have a lot of questions still at very important. Like J.J. McCarthy's guy, okay, sounds good. We appreciate that. Saw him do a shed drill, sprawl drill last week. So we're assuming he's getting healthier to be back there. Trade deadline Tuesday. Who knows who's buying, who's selling, who's making massive moves? We assume somebody will. But the Vikings, vastly different place than we thought they were going to be in. And the Lions also, if you ask Schrager's going into the year, you lose both coordinators. I don't think it's going to be as good of a year. Let's go ahead and just completely reverse that. The Lions sitting where the brand new Lions have been sitting. Now, Foxy, 9.5-point favorites at home. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, Lions coming off the bye week,
by the way. And if you remember 2 weeks ago, we played the Bucs. Secondary was absolutely ravaged. We're getting Terry and Arnold back. We're getting Brian Branch back. But Kirby Joseph, DJ Reed's still out. But J.J. McCarthy, homecoming game. When the Lions are favored by a lot at home, over the last 2-3 years, they tend to cover the spread. So I'll just leave you guys with that.
Okay. Con man, which way do you lean in this particular match?
It feels as though it's going to be a panic in Minnesota on Monday, and the Lions might be kind of hitting their stride a bit here. So I'm definitely, I love the Lions.
Coach Cower, you like MCDC. I think you see a lot of yourself potentially in the way he operates. What do you think about this game?
Love MCDC.
Divisional game. Big
I
time
took the
fit.
Lions. You get them at -8.5. I just don't like the vibes going on in Minnesota right now.
Ed Simpson, what are your thoughts?
I like the Lions here too. I can get them at 8.5. You say, Tone?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be. Can you imagine the environment? What time is it? Noon or?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock game. Okay. It's still going to be a raucous environment. I don't know if Kid Rock is playing halftime, but either way, that place is going to be going.
He did his costume the other day.
He did.
Jeez. I'll take the Lions. Let's go to the next one. Colts versus Steelers. I like the Colts -3.5 over there in Acrisure. The only worry is that spray painted dirt might be going too fast into people's eyes as Jonathan Taylor's doing his thing against that Pittsburgh Steelers defense. He's going to pop off at least 1 or 2 long ones. I mean, that's just what the Colts have been doing and have, kind of consistently shown to be who they are. Explosive plays in the run game, and then also Danny Dimes doing his thing. Only 3.5, Coach Coward. Did you expect that, or did you think it was going to be a little bit more? And on that note, only 3.5 is being said about the Indianapolis Colts in 2025 heading in to play the Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the road, two favorites.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more. You can get -3 if you want, not that you're going to need it. Jonathan Taylor's going to have 1 or 2 of those runs a drive.
Jeez.
Damn.
Coach,
2 tuds drive?
what is it? The depths of
Despair.
can take you to the heights of
Hope.
Coach ain't walking through that door.
he is.
Not.
He's going to
He's
walk
going to
through.
speak to the team on Saturday. Not this current team, the team that won the Super Bowl in 2005. Colts haven't won it in Pittsburgh since 2008. I assume that's going to change.
Wow.
I'm thinking this
They haven't
might
won a game in Pittsburgh since 2000. Really?
Yeah.
A lot
I
of
heard that
hard
right?
times, Indianapolis Colts versus the Pittsburgh Steelers for my particular era of Indianapolis Colts time. Hard time. Big games for the Pittsburgh Steelers have come against the Indianapolis Colts. Everybody's playing the best football that they've ever played in their life against the Indianapolis Colts for the Pittsburgh Steelers, including Troy Polamalu, who just has a sense to do everything wrong. In a moment where he needs to go left, he goes right somehow.
I love that man. But a lot of people on the internet are saying like this could be a Texas A&M versus LSU situation where it's a blowout. The stadium's empty in the fourth quarter. Rooney's looking around like, oh, we need to make a change.
Wow.
So, I don't know.
That's what you were just saying about Minnesota. We got a couple of those coming
Maybe.
down the pike here for the NFL. I like the Colts -3.5. AJ, your thoughts on the game and who you like?
Yeah, I like the Colts -3.5. I mean, does the Steelers defense figure it out? I don't think this is the week to figure it out against Danny Jones and Jonathan Taylor. So now, give me the Colts.
Okay, so you like the Colts -3.5. Do you think the quarterback for the Steelers is going to be mad at Edward Simpson for picking the Colts in this particular game?
If he ever became aware of the pick of Ed Simpson, sure. I'm sure he'd have a snarky remark.
Yeah, I think there probably would be.
Oh, yeah, it's cool, bro. That's cool.
Lose some hope. Lose some hope. I saw a good Halloween party coming out of Pittsburgh. I heard
did too.
about.
I heard about it
Boys
too.
celebrating. That's good news. Couple losses. Maybe they don't want to be around each other. Why are we spending time? They do Halloween. Maybe that changes it. And on the other side of the field, the Indianapolis Colts, yeah, they had max participation at the Halloween party, and they're having good times.
Yeah. Love that move. That's an elite move.
I didn't know that move still existed.
Me neither.
In 2025. From what I've been told at team gathering, social, camaraderie building gathering,
Sure.
from what I've been told from Colts, one of players, okay, on team, not a start, just on team in general, 2 cups, drinks, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe found one, made another one, had one from earlier, found where it was, okay, now we have 2, or just straight up, I'll take 2, please, because I don't want to come back here with a lot of people, or whatever the case is. And allegedly, somebody's coming up to leave. Person puts one beer in other beer, okay, starts flowing, daps up, have a good one, takes beer out, drinks immediately from both beers, keeps the conversation moving. When you have that type of happening in your team, boy, this is dangerous Indianapolis. Every story I hear coming out of that place, I'm like, whoa. And Bill Cowher just told the story about the Pittsburgh Steelers team, how he said it wasn't our best team, but we were definitely the tightest. That was the tightest team we've had. This Colts team, I think, is very, 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 very tight. And that's a wonderful thing to have. And it's very obvious whenever they play. It's very obvious that they know each other and that they understand what the hell's going on.
And it just took Danny Dimes as the guy to kind of bring them all together. Like he does have a very like calming demeanor, and he's also in charge. Like I love what he does.
And they have a confidence in him knowing what he's doing, I think. You know, like he's the first one that hopefully that there'll be some consistency over the last long time because there's been a lot of turnover. We shall see. Danny Dimes is cooking, though. It's going to be fun to see if he can do a little get back for about 10 years of Colts Steelers football this weekend. Bears taking on the Bengals 1 p.m. on CBS. Over under 51.5. Okay, 51.5. That's big boy offense stuff they're saying. Bears favored by 2.5 heading into the Cincinnati Bengals, who have had 3 players in like the last week ask for a trade. One of them being released and heading back to another team. That team celebrating him coming back as if he was doing hard time somewhere else. Let's talk about Bears-Bengals. Tone, any other numbers there? And who is the percentage on for this one again?
So it's 2.5 across the board. 60% is actually on the Bengals for this one at
Flacco
home.
playing?
And
He's got a sprained AC joint in his throwing shoulder. He was day-to-day 2 days
super
ago.
painful.
And they just activated Sean Clifford, I believe, quarterback who was on the Packers, to the practice squad, and then
boy.
DeAndre.
What?
He's good.
I just hope for Bengals fans, you do not want to see 4 quarters of Sean Clifford football. You don't, dude. You don't, okay?
Why not? You don't know?
I do know.
No, you don't know.
He's the last great Penn State quarterback.
Yeah, it was Zach Taylor, too.
A long time. Did he ever fucking win anything at Penn State? No. Now, listen, he was a great duel.
2016, was he there?
Shit, I don't remember. He was there for 10 years, so he might have been in some capacity.
Oh, I forgot he did play.
He was there for like 10 years, yeah. Which is why he came in, Packers backup quarterback. He was like 6 years older than Jordan Love. He got drafted like 2 years later. He's like, what the hell's going on here, dude? So they got rid of him. You basically need to trade for Flacco. Your season's going to go down the pooper if you don't win this game. You need to play Flacco. Listen, I know it's not great, but if his arm falls off, it falls off. That's how Joe would want it.
Is Caleb a guy, Harry, or not? Harry, the wizardry. That's Caleb.
Who would you compare him to?
Yeah. I mean, in my world, he's got a little bit of Malfoy in him. I mean, you look around that class, it's hard to say he's one of the top guys.
No, hold on. With Ben Johnson, they're cooking now. Bad news, because when the run game got going for the Chicago Bears, they really started rolling on the offensive side. DeAndre Swift is out Sunday versus the Bengals due to a groin injury. Groin, not great for a running back, not great for any explosive position. We hope DeAndre Swift gets healthy on the other side of it. You like the Bears or the Bengals, AJ? Bears going in as 2.5-point favorites into the jungle.
I don't love the Joe Flacco situation. AC joint, that's one of the few you can shoot up with like lidocaine. They can try to numb it for the game. Some teams will do that. But I will take the Chicago Bears on this, actually.
I will take the Chicago Bears as well. Jaguars Raiders, you like Liam Cohen, or you like Tom Brady potentially making massive plays before trade deadline?
Give me Liam Cohen and the Jags.
Me as well. New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Rams favored by 14.5. I know that'll get Frozone jacked up around here. Frozone's going to have to... You're going to be able to see his excitement through the Frozone costume, potentially, Frozone.
No.
You get 14 if you want.
Okay, you can get 14 if you like the Rams. Are you going to do that? Whose house? That was Frozone in the background. Yeah, we're able to catch it.
And if Hulkster mentioned Sean Clifford, Tyler Shuck's about to get fucking destroyed by this Rams defense. They're fresh off the bye-in. They just, before the bye, beat the shit out of the Jaguars. So
Tyler Shuck played a lot of football in college. He's been there, done that. He has seen it. You talk about Sean Clifford playing a lot of college ball. Tyler Shuck as well. And they talked about him being drafted. Well, why'd you draft him that late if he's going to be your starting quarterback? Well, he wasn't going to start the season. Obviously, they had Rattler in there. And then now Rattler's out, Tyler Shuck coming in. I think Kelly Moe believes this is potentially a guy. That was the convo going in. We shall see against this Rams defense that has been hungry and eating. The young boys are very good over there. I like the Rams minus 14.
Yeah, I like the Rams minus 14 as well.
Okay, Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. 52.5 point over-under. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes always perform against each other very well. 2.5 points are what the Chiefs heading into Buffalo are favorited as. How do you feel about it, AJ? Is there any other lines or any other piece of information we should know, Dahn?
Yeah, that 2.5 actually just disappeared. So you can get the Chiefs minus 1.5, or you can get the Bills at +2.
Okay, so AJ, whenever you think about this game, what are your first thoughts?
Like I said earlier, this seems like one of those games where the Bills might find a way to win at home, and then the Chiefs get them later when it really matters. But I have a feeling I think the Chiefs continue to roll. Give me the Chiefs minus 1.5.
Okay, on that note, there's a little piece of news coming from the back room. Pacheco has not practiced. Here's the injury report for the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Simmons, Isaiah Pacheco did not participate on Wednesday or on Thursday. All eyes will be on Pacheco here on this Friday. Now, what they're listed as at practice, big storyline.
Yeah.
Big storyline. Because we all thought what we saw last night with Lamar Jackson was actually coming back on Sunday. And then all of a sudden that wasn't the case. And we all knew, though. We all knew that what Lamar was going to do.
Yeah.
We all knew what he was going to do. Ravens get a big-time win with Huntley. Lamar does his thing last night. Now everybody's going to have to properly document if you're a participant or you did not participate or if you're a limited participant. Well, he did every single rep that a scout team quarterback would do. That's full participate guy. And then the NFL goes, no. Full participant from that guy would be starting quarterback full participation. That's actually limited participation because he's doing scout.
Is that in the rule book?
I have no idea. Sources,
It will be now.
The NFL has fined the Baltimore Ravens $100,000 for violating the league's injury report policy by incorrectly listing quarterback Lamar Jackson's practice participation status on Friday, October 24th, 1 week ago from this moment right now. Yeah, they said because he was a scout team quarterback. What the Ravens said was he was our scout team quarterback and he did everything. They're like, full participant. And then the NFL goes, that ain't how this. He's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So if you go full participant, he's obviously full participant.
Should just take him out one series. Taking him out for one series.
What do you
Say
mean?
he was limited. Don't take every rep as a scout team quarterback.
Well, I think what the NFL is saying is that Baltimore is trying to lie to people to say Lamar was full participant, so they thought Lamar was going to be playing. I think is what the NFL.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know. That is the kind of we haven't heard that before.
No, that's why I think they find him because hey, you can't be lying about what participation is. So I
don't know though. Like that's weird because I know like people coming back from injury, like hey, you're not going to play your position, but go take some reps, go run the carded reps. Like if you're a wideout, you can run some 75% routes and see how you feel.
Yeah, but I don't think if you're a starter, you could be listed as a limited participant. Is what.
Okay.
Or as a full participant, you have to be listed as a limited participant because you're on scout team, not on starting.
I get it now. I get it.
We just learned this. Just learned this through the Lamar Jackson situation.
Thank you, Lamar.
Thank you, Lamar. And Baltimore.
Thank you, Lamar.
And the NFL getting to the bottom of it because we need more accurate information when we're making these picks.
Yeah.
It's not just us. A lot of people trying to make these picks. And then a lot of stuff coming out about what happened in basketball and then what happened over in Turkish soccer.
Yeah. Oh.
Not good,
The
dude.
soccer one's a little under the radar.
Well, we certainly saw it because it involved a lot of people and certainly a sport we cover on a regular basis.
There's other basketball people involved too. It seems like we're at the beginning.
Oh, tip of iceberg.
We'll get to the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't love that.
No, it sucks actually.
Yeah, it does suck. I don't like that that's potential.
And even people that may be completely innocent and just popped into something, their name might get dragged into it too.
You always mention that whenever there's other things talked about. You're like
The Epstein thing, I have said that about.
like, hey, there has to be some people.
I
maybe
assume
that just
there's
poked
some
their
like,
head in.
naive people that showed up and thought, hey, let me talk ball and physics with this guy, and then all of a sudden, bam, there he is.
And he get out of there.
Hopefully.
And you're saying that same thing here in this situation.
I'm saying in the card game that could happen.
Yeah, because there could be people at card games that are actually getting taken. I
Yeah,
think the
that's what I'm
next
saying.
one,
The victims.
I think there's another round that's going to come where I think a victim of one of these games is going to be accused of actually rigging the game, and then that person's going to have to come out and say, "No, actually, I have $250,000 I lost in this entire thing. I'm actually the victim in this entire thing." I think there's a chance that that's going to start happening. Because there's going to be a lot of potential misconstruing of information. But also, maybe it's over. Maybe that's all they got.
Could be.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all they got.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Hopefully, for the good of sport. That's all it is. You like the Chiefs or the Bills?
I like the Chiefs here.
Give me the Chiefs.
Oh.
I couldn't pick the Chiefs last week because you did. Chiefs rolled out running back Isaiah Pacheco and Josh Simmons for Sunday's game at Buffalo. I'll take the Buffalo Bills. What can I get them at?
Buffalo Bills +2.
They always win the regular season one.
Does seem to be that way.
It's always a close game, too. 2 points could be a 1 point game.
What's the weather like? Are we having any situations? Is it getting cold and windy and anywhere?
I think it's still like 50 and sunny in the Northeast. I don't know about
that
Rochester,
but it will be a thing later on, obviously.
It will.
Yeah, not for the Chiefs, though. The Chiefs their stadium's ass, too. I mean, they're cold as hell. Remember the Dolphins? That was when it all kind of started.
Right.
Around.
Yeah, people's fingies fell off.
Remember Coach McDaniel came to the old studio?
Yeah, that was cool, man.
That was great.
We believed from the moment.
We did.
He came in. We liked the way his attitude was.
Still do.
Loved it.
We he kind of felt like an outlaw, just kind of his own man, his own being. Wasn't going to change for anybody. And then last night he's chewing people out. It's like, yeah, he's got a little fire in there, too.
He's fired up.
Who's that?
Coach.
Oh, that's the old
Question is, if they move on from him, does he get another head coaching opportunity anytime soon?
No.
No?
He's
Don't
going
think
to
so?
coordinate.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess Hulkster's seen the future.
He's going to coordinator. Thank you, Hulkster, for that.
You bet.
They talked about that at the Football Gods meeting. And then, so we're both on the Chiefs. And then
Wednesday
Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. Sunday Night Football, 2.5 point favorites for the Seattle Seahawks. Is there any other lines out there, Tom?
Yeah, if you want the Commanders, you can get 3.
Okay, AJ, Washington Commanders at home getting 3 points, or Seattle Seahawks favored by 2.5 on the road. Go ahead, Con.
I believe Jaden Daniels is playing Terry McLaurin out.
Okay, Terry McLaurin, no. Commanders announcing Jaden Daniels will start. Yes. How's that change anything you're saying? The Seattle Seahawks team, very good at the football, have had massive wins on the road on a very regular basis under this McDonald coach. I think he won like his first 9 or 10 away games, and I still don't know if that streak is going right at this moment. I should know better by this point of the season. But Seattle's a real deal, and they're going into Washington as 2.5 point favorites. AJ, who do you like? How do you like it?
So I'm fully on the Seattle Seahawks bandwagon. JSN, Sam Darnold. I love what they're doing. I think their defense flies around. Give me Seattle.
I will take the.
It's hard because I love Dan Quinn and Jaden and what they do, but Seattle, they got something to them.
They're wearing their throwbacks. Seattle's wearing theirs.
Like
and
these, right? What we see right here?
No, like the real throwbacks, like Sean Taylor. They're letting them bring back the old logo and everything.
Hulkster, how accurate
Washington
are these?
is.
Do you know?
How accurate or what,
Washington's bringing back their old logos?
That's what this guy just said.
Is that right? It's throwback night?
Yeah, they're letting them.
How likely is this telling the truth to us? Because I made a shot that said Steelers Super Bowl. Remember?
I do remember that. As it stands, you're looking at about a 78% chance that thing going in, dude.
Okay, not just going in, but telling the truth. Like, if I was to shoot this and say, hey, this is for Seattle minus 2.5 or whatever, and it goes in, how likely is that to be a factual piece of information from the basketball gods, football gods, or just St. Peter, Jesus Christ, and big man as a whole?
Unfortunately, it's only about 50% of the time. It's basically whatever these guys are feeling. Now, I will say, if I get 17, 18 real American beers in these guys, I can kind of push them whichever way I want. So I like you guys. You know what I mean? You make this thing. Let's just say the world is your oyster.
Okay, I like that. I like the Seahawks minus 2.5.
Ooh. Oh, that was good.
All right, I'll take the Commanders.
Okay, dude.
Plus 3. I think that's what that is for me, this game.
Yeah.
Either team could be really good. I think Seattle's more consistently good. Give me the Seahawks. I'll take the Seattle Seahawks minus 2.5, actually.
That's what I got as well.
And it looks like they are 10-1 on the road under McDonald and 9 in a row.
Okay, yeah, so give me them.
What is that?
That's got to be a record.
No, I mean, like, how, I would assume other coaches come to him like, hey, why are you so good on the road? What are you doing?
Yeah, locking out the outside noise.
I guess.
They treat every game like a bowl week, brother. Every week is a celebration.
How does that, Hulkster? How do they win on the road and other teams are poop on the road?
Their coach is a fucking psycho, for one. I wouldn't want to see that guy in a square circle. He looks like a mean son of a bitch. But like the kind of guy who everybody still respects him. They still love him. But you don't want to cross that guy. You know, that might be a guy I'd like to get drunk with and get into a bar fight with. You know, maybe he'd have my back. He's a good coach. I mean, what else do you want me to say? It's like chemistry.
Happy Halloween, Hulkster.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to all you guys as well, dude.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.